Before I get into this, I'd like to just state that Sarah Stock is one of the reasons that I have an unhealthy obsession with Latinas. When I was younger, we all used to watch TNA, and her and Rosita were very, very, very influential for my mental issues and liking a very toxic race of women. Come to find out, she's actually French Canadian, so my entire life is a lie. Now, anyways, let's get on to this. So, stemming from the actual secondary drama of this dumb shit, in which Tiara James virtue signaled so hard. I hope that she didn't break her back, because she's got to support that phenomenal backside of hers, and it's her meal ticket, because she's got to be a great wrestler and all that. But be careful when you're virtue signaling to that community that will turn on you when you make a mistake. Don't worry. I give it about a year before you find that out. Anyways, off of that drama, and believe me, I'm pretty much done with that stupid shit, because, my God, I'm enjoying the era of where we are all finally just ignoring, like, we are finally just, like, sick of these people. But anyways, another one falls victim to the hand of hysterical Huber. Now, I have no idea how in the effing shit we got from that drama stemming to this, but Sarah Stock decided to basically say, all right, we're going to war. Now, there is drama involving Sarah Huber and Sarah Stock, involving comments maybe like a month or two ago. Actually, Millennial Smart covered it, and it was pretty fucking hilarious. And of course, I'm siding with Sarah Stock because it was something really stupid. And I will tell you this: I always find it really annoying how wrestlers have opinions on wrestling and get talked down to by a bunch of fans that don't know what they're talking about. It's stupid. But whatever. I'm not saying you have to take everyone's opinion on wrestling and go, "Wow, they're right," because you'll find dumb opinions from wrestlers too. Obviously, we're all human, but that whole it was all stupid. And I forget. I think it was something to do with like. Honestly, I forget. To be honest with you, like, I think it has something to do with like parental guidance or some shit. Which I will tell you this: I don't think kids should be taken into account when it comes to wrestling, because wrestling is inherently violent and supposed to portray violence. So I have no clue why the flying fuck we have to still cater just to a demographic that we should be banning from watching anyways, because it should be TV-14. But of course, no one wants to have that conversation. Anyways, but I get why it's also a demographic that pays a lot of money, that gets a lot of money out of the adults. So you know what? It's never going to change. Anyways, another one falls victim to the hand of hysterical Huber. Tiara, if you ever felt silent AEW, it's not you. I don't know. Her annoying ass attitude seems like it's partly her, because I couldn't stand working with someone that's that one woke friend. Couldn't stand. And no one likes the one woke friend. But whatever. That's just me being fucking biased. Continue. I promise. Anytime I work with Tiara, she delivered happily and skillfully. Support Tiara James. Are we seeing a pattern? What's the pattern? Now, granted, I don't think it has anything to do with Tiara. Now, in all seriousness, AEW, unfortunately, is very, very, to me, liberally run. But Sarah Stock's going to go into something that I've said for like the last 3 years anyways. Like, I already knew this coming in. It's just reaffirming what I already know, because we've already had reports about this, and we kind of already know the structure of AEW, which is why AEW sucks. But they did tell you from the beginning what AEW is supposed to be about, which is why it was doomed to suck to begin with, and why people got to understand wrestlers and writing are not the same thing. Wrestlers follow storylines. Actors follow storylines. Writers write the storylines. Producers set everything in motion and put everything in its place. There are levels to this. And unfortunately, just like the movie business, some people think they can do all three. And there are some that can. Childish Gambino might be one of them. Jonah Hill's one of them. Yes, people, Jonah Hill. You're looking at me all crazy, but watch mid-90s. Jonah Hill should be a director and producer, and will probably be fucking raking in Oscars at this point. I'm dead serious. He, in the next 10 years, mark my words, that man, if he transitions to being a director, he will be elite. I'm telling you. Mid-90s is one of the best movies you're going to watch. So, anyways, off of my mid-90s agenda. So are we seeing a pattern? Okay. So there's that. Okay. Are you telling me that crazy Huber is in Tony's ear to hold people back in AEW Women's Division? It's nipped in the bud before TK gets a chance to lay eyes on them. they're not invited back. It's a kink in the chain that needs to be replaced. Now, I will be completely honest with you. This also lends credence to maybe why there's so much turmoil coming out of that women's division. Now, again, I'm not going to speak on how I feel with the Tiara. I don't know about that situation. All I know is that Tiara James tried to basically have someone canceled from an event because they said the sentence, "I'm not cis, I'm a woman," which is basically why everyone rolled. The eye roll I had to knowing that this became an issue was like, oh, God, this is why you're. And it's a frustration because it's not because I have an issue with that community. It's because that community is its own worst enemy. Shit like this is what people look at and go, "Wow, so y'all are annoying. I don't want to deal with you." Block, 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 move on, and then have a sour taste in your mouth about a certain rank of people. And then, the growing number of people who are who have turned on this entire ideology is very staggering. And I will say, it's no one else's fault but this. When you start going after people because they said a sentence on Twitter, dude, get a grip. It's not that big of a deal. Fuck your diversity. Go fucking get a grip. And to be honest with you, it's to the point where you try to slander everyone. Say Jada Parker is now a bad person. Jada Parker just doesn't want to have biological males in sports. So at the end of the day, man, this is what people that you don't want to compromise with anything. You want to berate everyone and you want to call them out for being horrible people. I'm gonna tell you this right now. People don't care anymore. You've driven it to the point where people just don't care. Oh, I'm this. Well, guess what? Mail me the shirt. I don't give a fuck. Because it's really. Is that a kid? Someone brought their kid over here. Okay, cool. It's really to the point, very simply, it's a very simple point that people, how to put this? People have realized it's from the point of view of people that we already deem to be either mentally ill or just fucking insufferable anyway. So, sorry to go on a sidebar about that, but dude, it's very frustrating because at the end of the fucking day, at what point do we all finally understand how stupid the entire activist group is? I would never ever support someone that is that mentally stupid. I can't. But then again, Tiara's pretty, so it doesn't matter what she says. Tiara can say whatever. Dudes don't care what Tiara has to say. They just goon to her. And she can find it offensive all she wants. Guess what? I already know that anything I think will offend you because you're soft, so I don't give a shit. See how that works? People just stop caring. People don't need to walk on eggshells around this. We're all done. Moving on. Anyways, if they're invited back, they're treated like garbage, told to go be a seat filler. Okay. Can you imagine a full-grown pro athlete celebrity sitting in the crowd at an event where they should be center stage? No, thank you. This is starting to also lend a little bit of actual fucking to me. Now I'm starting to look differently at the Tegan Knox and Miranda Alizé situation. Almost as if they were told a few things and then the rug was pulled under them. And that might be what Sarah Stock is talking about. Now you have to look back at that issue and go, oh, granted it was stupid, but what the hell? I don't know what the hell she's talking about to this, but no, I want to ask because now I'm curious. What are you talking about? Oops. And then it gets all crazier. So what happened here? It seems like a big problem. You call it the tip of the iceberg. Is that what she meant? By tips touching? Whatever, girl. She's crazy, by the way. Sarah Stock don't give a fuck. That's kind of why I love her. She just doesn't give a shit. I'm calling out corruption. Hi, Karen, Fibber, Bibber, and Chris Nada Manzioni. Oh, sleep tight. I forgot to tag them. It's the real Manzo. So Chris Manzioni, Director of Performance Psychology. I couldn't find Karen's handle probably because probably disappeared publicly out of embarrassment for her grand flop of a greatest accomplishment in AEW, renaming human resources to people and culture. You go, girl. Earn that paycheck. Woo. Ooh. So no, AEW does not have an HR department. By the way, I've called this for 3 years. I didn't really need to be told this by anyone, including Sarah Stock, who's on the inside. We all knew this. They literally said their HR department was the wrestlers, and that was already a disaster. I'm sorry, but an HR department being run by Daniel Bryan does not sound like... I'm sorry, Brian Daniel. You know what? I don't give a shit. Daniel Bryan, who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck what you nerdy-ass, smart, Mark, whatever the fuck you losers call yourselves. I don't care what you think. I say whatever. But apparently, that's happening. That's crazy. That's crazy, by the way. That's fucking nuts. I'm blown away by that. This entire issue is insane. So yeah, AEW does not have an HR department. Like I said, and I can't think of the words I was going to try to put in my mouth here. So you're right. Like I said, they don't have an HR department. They never really have. They've been run by the wrestlers or certain people who are company favorites, and that's the problem. Tony Khan runs an entire business of just idiots trying to fucking act like they know what they're doing, and wrestlers trying to be writers. It's why AEW really just sucks. Not to say WWE is a good product. I'm not a WWE fan. I hate WWE at this point. I don't watch it. And now they're trying to overprice their pay-per-views. Absolutely not. I was already on the way out. Now, no. I have no reason to watch this company, and I just don't. I don't watch it. I mean, I tried to watch Raw the other night, and I was so bored. I was already on my on my computer doing other shit. I just don't have the care anymore. There's no point to watching this shit. So yeah, I'm not surprised AEW doesn't have an HR department. They don't even have a writer's room. I can understand her frustration. An example. She's talking about the Bailey shit, which I don't care about. Sucks we can't even call her Karen from HR anymore. Karen from HR had a big bad crush on one of our coaches. Thank God it wasn't me. Not my type. I'm more into like the fit people. Jesus Christ. My God. Oh, I knew dude, for the record, this woman speaks fluent Spanish, and she's French Canadian. Oh dear. Oh. She's still fine to this day. Still. But yeah, she's fucking crazy funny. Now the world knows you support the specific demographic of AEW, Victoria. Go for open your eyes before you open your mouth. And that's not the man I'm talking about. Get with the program. What? Oh, dude. My God. I'm not gonna click on those photos. Let's just say my childhood was very, very, very detrimental to my growth. Oh, shit. I'm trying to look through to see more. By the way, Lufisto's always also called out AEW's BS as well. Huh. Wow. I remember if Lufisto having things to say as well. And only a small specialized niche of professionals will understand how disastrous this is, but AEW doesn't have production meetings either. No, I think common sense will tell you if you don't have production meetings, then of course that your shows are going to be run terribly. And again, you know what? I think we need to probably reopen and reinvestigate the entire fucking Miranda Alizé and Tegan Knox thing. I'm sorry, Nixon Newell now. Because now I'm starting to think that they are told a bunch of shit, and then the rug was pulled under them, and they're like, fuck this, we're not doing this. There has to have been confusion, because to me, you don't even have production meetings. And even then, the whole idea, we can just go home, everything's cool. That's not how the professional wrestling world works. Like, they don't even have production meetings. No wonder they're a mess. No wonder shit like this keeps happening to them. Life of a female talent scout. Dubai Nights in Shanghai. Wait. I'm sorry, what? This woman is wild. My God, TNA must have been like a back room of some of the craziest Gen X psychopaths, bro. She's got a Gen X attitude. She's got that Gen X attitude, bro. I fucking love it. This is Gen X attitude right here. Sounds like a huge shit show behind the scenes. Incoming hate from AEW idiots in 3, 2, 1. They know that if they hate, they don't get to read what I post or see my great tits. People behaving much better. God, she's fucking hilarious. Seriously, she's fucking awesome. Hi, how are you doing? Okay, I don't know. I'm reading all this crap. I'm sorry. I have ADHD, so I'm captured. I'm sideline captured. I love AEW, but I do like your tweets. They're interesting. I do like the curtain being peeled back a bit, too. I love AEW, too. I just don't like people. I don't like anyone that's in AEW, which I get it. I'd like some clarification, please, Real Manzo. How many mental health related issues are AEWs permitted per year before they start getting charged? We've been directed to you for answers. Thanks. Damn. Please define the issue. And she is going in. The idea of Vince ever agreeing to pose in this type of campaign is ludicrous. Okay. Okay. Hey guys, you want to get some girls over there? Girls? Gross. Who's taking whom home from this sausage party? Right? Answers. Oh my. Damn. Okay, so what are we wearing? Just wear black. Everyone wear black. Oh, sorry. Only one guy gets a color. The color is red, and that guy is me. Wait. Damn it, Cody. A white shirt? Yeah, it just matches my hair. Oh my god. Well, you don't see me and Heyman in our birthday suits. Or do we? Boom chicka. Oh my god. Yo, the idea of Vince ever agreeing to pose in this type of campaign is ludicrous. Wow. Sarah Stock is an amazing woman. Hold on. Oh, shit. What? What did I do? Oh, shit. Oh, man. That's funny. But, is he going to respond? Oh, sorry. I don't know what. My page doesn't exist. I'm not sure why he wouldn't. The new mental health program he eliminated, surely benefits talent and staff. You'd think the man in charge would be excited to come online and clear up misunderstandings. Apparently not. My God, she just went in and cooked, bro. I'm an ally. This is so hot. Yo, hey, CM Punk would support that because I know what type of guy he is. He's one of them wokies. Oh, I don't care. I don't fuck the wokies. I'll be a dick. Yeah, this is funny as shit. Like, this is one of the craziest fucking like nuclear bombs off of like a drama that was irrelevant I've seen. And granted, I covered the first one, but this is nuts. AEW is such a mess. And there's going to be a massive scandal, and it's going to probably involve money, lawsuits, all these things. And I'm calling it in the next 2 years it's going to happen. I don't know what, but I'm thinking it's going to be in that women's division, and it's going to be something really fucked up. And I cannot wait to cover it, because that's kind of the only thing I have left from wrestling. The rest of wrestling sucks.